call the meeting to order.
Jenkins.
Here.
Harden. Vaughn. McKinley.
Yes.
Testori.
Yes.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There being no proclamations, presentations, or anything, we'll move on to section 1, the consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Call it.
Jenkins.
Yes.
McKinley.
Yes.
Testori.
Yes.
Motion carries.
There being no unfinished business, we go to new business. Before we call this session in, it would be my recommendation that we vote this executive session down. Our lawyer has not finished the contract, so there's nothing in our hands this evening to discuss, correct?
Unless you want me to go over a couple of the issues that we were discussing with.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, and I would entertain a motion to go into executive session.
Move to an executive session for 5 Illinois CS 120/2C3, personal lease of property from River for use of public body.
Second.
Call it.
McKinley.
Yes.
Testori.
Yes.
Jenkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Now in open session, and we're going to take item number 2 on new business off the table, which brings us to section 4, city manager's report.
Just a couple things here, gentlemen. We're negotiating with the Farm City Fair Association, hoping to be able to reopen up the Stencil Park. I don't have any details of that at this time, but as that goes on, I'll bring that to you. Hopefully we can get something worked out with them. It'd be a good deal for the public. We could maybe regain that back in there. July 15th was just passed, but Mugabug, the contractor out of Forsyth, was here. We did do mosquito spray. I talked to the gentleman on the following day. He said that they used a higher concentration this year. The weather conditions were ideal. He thinks that they have done a good job since then. We've gotten more rain, and the mosquitoes might be back. You see that that came in at $1,650. If the mosquitoes continue to be a pest, we might elect to do that again. Street Department is working on going to be putting the catch basin in up at the crosswalk up at Richardson and John Street, right there where the kids go to school. Every year the kids have fun sloshing through the water there. Of course, in the winter it becomes an ice rink, so they're going to get that done. Going into that, the spray patch was also done about a week ago. After that catch basin gets put in and finished out, then the spray patch is going to come down, dress that area in. You'll see that coming next Monday, July 27th, Ileana's going to be in. They're going to oil and chip the roads. So for a couple days, and I'm sure it's going to be hot and messy, but usually we're last on the list, which means that a lot of rock is up on the shoulders. We've got Ileana to come in earlier this year. Maybe they can use less rock and we'll get a better product out of that. And the last thing is, if you've been out by the Casey's last week, you see a flurry of people out there working. The line crew got the feeder line hooked up. Casey's now has all the city utilities to their new site. That's what I have.
Any questions to the city manager's report?
You said they're all on chip. Is that all the roads or just?
The ones that were on the list that I'd given you a couple weeks ago, Scott, so they don't oil and chip every street in town now.
Any non-agenda items or other business?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Trees. Corner of Main, Allen and Main Street. The house there on the south side of that street has got a little tree that's right out front. Blocks the view. Has to be trimmed up. Then another tree that's on Allen Street, in your guys' neighborhood, 2 doors down from you.
That
Yes.
big oak?
Yes. Now, I'm not, maybe approach them. I don't think we might pay for it in the beginning, but we're not gonna pay for it overall, I don't think. Because that's gonna be an expensive thing to take down, and if we can work something with it, that thing has got to come down. 'Cause
Allen and Wall.
it's on Allen Street, just 2 doors down from Sandy.
Maybe
Drive
about
down and take a look.
900 block or so, isn't it? I know where you're talking about.
900 block.
8.
Across from my house?
No.
No.
It's in front of the house I bought and I never lived in.
Martha Kent's. Martha.
Yeah.
Martha Kinston, yeah, for sure.
It's a little ranch. It's like my house is on the corner of Allen and Walnut. Then you have
Linda and
Linda and Becky next door, and then this house. It's the big tree that
It's dead.
the street.
No.
you see when you go home. It's dead. And it is, it's a risk. We need to get that down.
Were you able to follow up on that yellow house on High Street with the grass being mowed?
I gave that to the police department, and they did contact the owner, or they were attempting to contact the owner, but I did give that, I forwarded that to the police department.
And the garage that needed that roof, is that looked into? Is that something?
I gave that to them too, so,
Oh.
yeah.
Any other non-agenda items? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So,
Second.
Call.
Jenkins?
Yes.
McKinley? Westaway?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Meeting adjourned.